The last speaker is colleague Elmer.
Madam Chairman, and can I say how nice it is to see Kostis back in the Parliament. However, our colleague Lange said that nobody in the room would disagree with anything that you've said, so I'm afraid I will. First of all, I don't understand this rather arbitrary target for a 20% share for industry. There seems to be a quaint idea going round that a euro earned from metal bashing is worth more than a euro earned from tourism or software sales or financial services or a range of other activities. If that is true, please explain why I don't think it is. Now, the next thing is your solution is to propose an industrial policy. I would suggest our problem in Europe is we've had too much industrial policy. Mr. Lange again says we need guidelines for member states. Well, what a lovely idea, but they won't pay a scrap of attention to them. We're just wasting hot air. I suggest to you that you consider the words of a very wise American who once said that we do not need to teach the grass to grow, we need to get the rocks off the lawn. What we have done in the European institutions is to create all sorts of barriers to industry and disincentives for industry, and then we're surprised that we have a problem. And if I may just very briefly cover one or two of them, let us start with the euro currency, which has been a disaster, as surely Kostis from Greece you must know. We have created the most monstrous imbalances across Europe, and then we wonder why we have 50% youth unemployment in several countries. I don't hear any proposals for addressing that problem. Very high levels of regulation, which other colleagues have, I think, mentioned. But you've created such disincentives for employers, and especially for small employers, that employers are unwilling to hire new people. We're always hearing that if every SME in Europe hired 2 more people, we would solve our unemployment problem. Well, let's make it easy for them to do that. Let's not put barriers in their way. Then you address, quite rightly, energy costs, which are an enormous problem and are driving major industries out of the European Union. And you say, this is because we lack a unified energy market. That's fiddling at the margin. What we are doing is wasting incredible sums of money, billions and billions and billions of euros on our renewable obsessions, and we are choosing to use expensive Russian gas rather than cheap American coal. These are problems we have created, and we will not solve them until we change those disastrous policies. You can have all the unified energy market you want, it won't make a scrap of difference. I wish you would address those problems, take away the barriers, and industry will look after itself. May I conclude with an apology? I do have to make a very important phone call. I will try and get back, Kostis, in time to hear your reply. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Mr. Helmer. Thank you very much for coming back. And I'm happy for you to be there so that I can tell you that I agreed with 50% of what you were saying. I mean, I hope it could be that I'm becoming more Eurosceptic. It could be perhaps that you're becoming less Eurosceptic and we're meeting in the middle somewhere.
Well, thank you very much for those replies and also for your frank tone.